Good morning, good morning, good morning. This is Edward Townsend, and this is our session number 3. We are getting ready here to do some more insight about financial blessings, financial increases, and just the things that people don't know about finances and how to, improve their finances. So like I said, this is session number 3, and I have some great information this morning that's going to help you to be better in your business. And this is all part of the financial Wall Street movement, and we're doing excellent things. We just had Miss Cassandra McKissick come on board with us from Columbus, Ohio. We're going to be venturing across to St. Louis to meet some other people to help them, other churches in the area, and to help them to further their financial endeavors. Because see, people, what we're doing today is not the norm. The norm we're used to. Go to school, get a good education, penny pension, save. Your retirement will take care of you for the rest of your life. But let me tell you, most of those things don't work anymore. And God told us, in all I get and understand it. But we took it differently than what he asked us to do, because we went out and we are looking to everyone else for what we want. We're not creating anything. We're not thinking about generational wealth. We look to everyone else for our well-being. And this morning, I'm going to talk about you making your dreams come true by doing the things that God wanted you to do. And we're going to start, he said people without a vision, they perish. So we don't want people to perish because of the lack of knowledge. And I'm going to talk to you about financial knowledge. It's one of the biggest corporates out there that we're having problem with, because we don't understand how money works. So in this session 3, we're going to focus on income shifting. We're going to focus on mindset. And I'm going to give you the true meaning of what it is when people say luck. I'm going to let them know and give them 2 choices. Which luck are you talking about? Okay, so let's talk a little bit about the vision. I had a vision a long time ago about finances. I grew up in the poorest of the poor. As a matter of fact, everybody around us was so poor we didn't know what poor was, because we all had the same thing. We lived the same condition. So poor wasn't an option back then, because we had nothing to compare it with. No electricity, no running water, no TVs, no radios. So it was just us in conversation around the table. And which leads to another thing as well, because you talk about the gadgets that we have now. And I'm always hearing people talking about sitting at the table. No one's actually talking about real life stuff. They all on the separate computers, other cell phones, and so on and so forth. But back then we had no choice. And I thank God for allowing me to be a part of another generation and generations in between to actually see what was going on and to incorporate that all into my business so that I can better help people. Because see, a lot of people need to know where they came from in order to go forward. See, I can go forward faster than the norm, because if you haven't experienced what I have experienced, then you got to learn and you got to prepare and you got to put something together along the way. So having that vision of being wealth was one of the greatest things that ever happened to me. I like I said, was locked out from the outside world, but it was a little ad at a lady's house one day. I went by there and they had a magazine in there called the Grit newspaper. Okay, and so it says, you sell this newspaper for 15 cents, send us 10 cents, and you keep a nickel, and we'll send you a prize. Okay, so I did that. So that was my first venture into entrepreneurship. Because see, my dad worked for $5 a day, come home, 12 o'clock, $2.50. So we were very primitive as far as finances and things of that nature. Our parents did the best they could. They always talking about, I didn't have an education, you get your education, and we want that for you because we didn't have it. It still exists today. I hear people every day saying, well, I'm going to send my kids to college if it kills me. Okay, your kid desire is not to go to college. Maybe his desire is to own a business. His desire is to build wealth. So by you imposing things on them causes them not to be able to be their best. So that's why I want to talk about vision. Well, matter of fact, I'm talking about vision, having a vision for something bigger than yourself. See, without a vision, people perish. It don't mean die. It means a lack of. It means the poor will always be with us. It means a lot of things. But you got to be a visionary. Everybody that did something great had it in a vision first. Then they put it on paper. And it turns into goals, which is our third one. Goals, you set them from your vision, because your dreams and your vision cause you to set goals of what you want to be and do. Okay. Dreams, sometimes people think it's just a flash by night. Oh, I had something on my mind, I went to sleep and I dreamed about it. But that's not the case. I mean, dreams are real. I have dreams all the time. Every night I go to bed, I wake up in the morning with new visions, new dreams in the same category. Finances, how to make it better, how I can reach more people. I even asked the Lord to enlarge my territory. See, that's where I came from, Chicago to Arkansas, to Tennessee, to Mississippi, to now Texas. My territory has been enlarged. And I want you to share this with other people while if you are on, share it with other people, because it's something that we need now. If you notice, the jobs are being eliminated daily. Everybody is looking after their own economy. I've been telling people for years, it's not what the president's gonna do, because his economy is the United States. That's what he's concerned with. You got the governors of the state. They're concerned about the economy of the state. You got the mayor, which is concerned about the economy of the city. Then we take ourselves. It's us that have to be concerned about our own economy here at home. So share this with others and let people know that, look, you need to hear this on a weekly basis. I'm going to start doing it more a week, because I'm going to be getting out on the road and I want to share what I do with the world. Like we had the lady from Ohio. I am so proud of her. She just gave me an inspiration that helped me this morning. I had prayed, I had did my morning session, but just out of the blue for someone to say, you know, I got some information from you from the Lord this morning. And that was great for me. That empowered me to do. I was about to get ready to do the broadcast. See, the Lord is always there. He's always going to give you what you need to be successful. He's always going to have the people around you that means you're well to give you great things to go forward with. So I'm receptive. I never turn around, because you never know who you're turning around. See, you never know who God put in front of you to make things happen the way he wants it to. And I'm back in between what God wants to happen 100%. I'm not going to be before you long, but I have to get these other few things out of the way, because financial freedom is a must for our families. It is a must. What are you going to do with your kids nowadays? You're going to send them to school. They're not going to be able to get a job in their profession. They're going to be in debt. They're going to get all kinds of things that they don't need right now. Some people, I see people on the corner standing up with signs. I have my PhD. I'm looking for a job. College is subject specific. They're there to sell you their education and degrees and diplomas, and you're supposed to take that and go get a job. No one talks about having your own business and creating jobs. You know, I tell people all the time, how are you going to create jobs if you don't create some businesses? Because businesses are closing every day. They're merging together, becoming one big, strong unit that operates and governs everything. Well, Sears used to be just Sears. Pepsi-Cola used to sell just drinks. But now Pepsi-Cola own Aunt Jemima, General Mills, Frito-Lay, all these different companies, see, people, because they understand that income producing assets in America is where the wealth is at. It don't mean go out and get 30 different businesses. It means you need to get income producing asset. A lot of people join one business, they join another business, they join another business. And, you know, and I understand that because I did it as well. But at some point, I decided to take everything that I've learned and put it into one company and call it financial education. My financial education makes people financially free. The only sad part I have about my whole venture is that my family and my friends are not with me, because that's an area where I'm constantly working on. I don't know why, but it's prevalent in every family. So I don't want to get back into another topic here, but that financial education, even your family and friend needs it. So I'm going to work on getting to the people. I'm looking for 25,000 people. And out of that 25,000 people, there'll be 25 millionaires in the next 36 months. I already have a plan in place. All it needs is the membership. People, things that seem easy is not bad. Network marketing is not bad. Network marketing made more money than all the movies that was made in Hollywood last year. All the professional sports teams put together made more money than all of them. $128 billion industry. Do you want your share, or do you want to listen to friend Johnny and Joe and Judy that never done any significant things telling you that it don't work because they did a business or something and it didn't work for them because they didn't apply themselves? Now they're going to give you information about what the real business is all about, and you're going to accept it. I'm not here to change your change your career, but I am here to help you to change your financial situation. And it can do it. I've been doing this for 25 years, but people say, well, that's a long time. But see, I was in the beginning stages. I built. People coming in business with me now exceeds me. You see what I'm saying? Because they didn't have to do the groundwork. I've done all that. So I took it all and I put it together, and I call it Wealth Creator LLC. Financial education, where I see a need, I provide a solution. Okay. Now, some people say you're lucky. Well, maybe so in your definition of luck. But see, here's what luck truly means, people. And I want you to write it down, because, you know, when people tell me that, I said, well, why are they always saying that? Why are they always saying that? So now the Lord showed me what luck really is, and to give it to you this way. L-U-C-K. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I am laboring under correct knowledge. I will accept that luck. But see, 90% of the people that I've talked to are laboring under the other form of luck. They're laboring under control knowledge. If you have a job, you're under control knowledge. You can't excel when you want to. You can't make more money when you get ready. So you're in a controlled environment. Okay, the system says, okay, if you want more money, I get a second job. You want more money, get a third job. You want more money, go back to school to get a higher degree, to get higher education. That's controlled. You're only going to get what it's going to provide. I labor under the correct knowledge. I am in control. I have the knowledge that I've received, and I'm building accordingly. It says, God says, it's a good man that leaves an inheritance for his children. Do you ever think about that? See, we have to leave generational wealth. Do you ever think about that? How are you going to leave generational wealth? You can't leave your job. You see what I'm saying? This is real stuff. And when people fail to realize how much they need what we're saying, thousands of people I've helped to be financially successful, including myself. I don't brag about it because I am so busy and doing so many things with what God, I don't even think about the money situation. I used to, because I had, debt, bad credit, couldn't do what I want to, but I was focused. I had a plan because of Deuteronomy 8:18. God said he'd give us the power to gain wealth. See, we understand that, and we go after that sometimes, but we don't want to do the work. It's action in that as well. So you have to do the work to make it successful. See? So become a part of what we're all about. It don't take away what you're doing. it adds to. See, I tell people, I'm not trying to get you to stop doing what you're doing. I just want to help you to understand what you are doing and how to take it and turn it into true wealth. That's what I call Deuteronomy 18, true wealth. It's been a great scripture in my life that I've been using for years and years and years and years because I understood it. I knew if I did the work and I recognized God and what he's done to help me, and he's enlarged my territory, it helped me to get further and further and further and further. I see a lot of people chiming in, a lot of people that I help, some people that I just missed, some people that's follow me. You know, follow me is fine, but why don't you become a part of something that's big? Take my word for it. $19.95. We spend that, waste that, do whatever with it every single day. Okay, $19.95 in June the 29th. Okay, this is just a special promotion. So I want everybody that's in the sound of my voice to understand, give it a try. How do you know it won't work for you if you don't try? What I don't have time. Time is not an issue. What I don't have the money is not an issue. Can show you how to do it without using your own money. Okay, so it's basically free. Just step out in faith. Where is your faith? Stop using fear, doubt, and skepticism in your life. They void out every good thing that God want to happen for you and your family. Because when you're doubtful, when you're skeptical, and when you're fearful, you do nothing. Nothing. It's all three. And that's just Satan immobilizing you to believe from one thing to the other, and they all three mean the same. So let's not use those in our vocabulary anymore. If you feel fear coming on, get rid of it. Doubt, skepticism, get rid of all of that. Step out in faith and try what you feel is best for you and your family. Now, I'm going to leave you with that, but understand luck. Labor under correct knowledge. Labor under correct knowledge. That is the key to success. We got more education in America than the whole world could put in one ball. We're educated in every area of our life, but we don't have enough education in the area where it counts the most in this day and time, financially. So let's work and get our finances together and help others. I'd be glad to have you in the movement here. I call it the Houston Financial Movement, but we expanded in other states as well. So if you want to become a chapter, you want to become a member, hit me up. My number is 501-944-5056. So everybody have a good day, and I'll see you at the top.